Hello everyone. Sorry, gotta get everything. Well, welcome back. Welcome back to another episode of Farm Simulator 2018. We're gonna be farming more. Sorry, I messed this one. Hello, YouTube! Welcome back. We got some Harvest Moon here. We're gonna be harvesting probably several moons, and this time we're Stardew Valley, Path of Exile. What other games farm? What other games have farming? So what I'm going to do today, Animal Crossing. Oh, that would have been a good one. Oh, yeah. I had Harvest Moon, and I knew that there was another one. But for some reason, I could only think of Harvest Moon. Animal Crossing would have been a good one. And then Path of Exile at the end, because that's not a farming game, but that's a farming game. That's a game where the end game is 100% about farming. You farm for farms while you farm for that stuff to farm. That's how it works. Alright. So, I'll tell you what. I am exhausted. I am so tired today. So what we're gonna do is just oh, actually, you know what? I got a better idea than this even. Hold on. Just like I said, I'm a little bit out of it, so just bear with me here. And things are about to come together. I'm gonna get a donator ticket and up my shiny chance. And then I'm gonna punch a bunch of Smeargles all day. I would do more PvP today, but my brain is fried. I did not get enough sleep the last 2 days, and I didn't eat dinner yet. I'm in no state to play the chess game that is competitive battling right now. So what we're gonna do is farm for this shiny. I think I'm good, right? I think I have everything I need. As long as we get a ticket. Alright. Charizard! Welcome in. Alright, there it is. That's what I'm talking about. Wait, what's going on down here? Look at these goobers. What are these goobers up to? I can't spectate them? Oh, he's battling a horde of... Oh, they're doing hordes of Tentacruel. Alright, that's what they're doing there. I had to find out for myself. That'll happen. That was like how the symbol got started, you know? That's what we did in like elementary school and stuff. We just like, that's like where it came from. Drawing it with chalk at recess. Alright, here we go. Time to punch 1,000 Smeargles. A whole bunch of players in the Poke Center. Which one? Was it in Vermilion City? Because if it was, that makes sense. You guys ready for the shiny? 100% shiny guarantee today. Vermilion City is the hangout for endgame players. So the way, so back in like vanilla WoW days, back in before Burning Crusade expansion in World of Warcraft, there was a place for the Alliance called Goldshire, and it was the Barrens. It was Crossroads for the Horde. Basically, people would just like, that's like once you beat the game, you know, once you did all the end game stuff, once you got all the gear you wanted from the very final raid, you were kind of just out of stuff to do, so you just hung out with people at a place, and that place was Goldshire. You would even see like mods hanging out there, which was crazy for World of Warcraft. You never see mods anymore. Welcome in, by the way. You have like 75 names, Niels. What do I call you? What do you want me to call you? And what I was saying is that's Vermilion City in this game. Once you've beat the game and you're just hanging out somewhere, Vermilion City is the place you do it. That's where you flex your shinies. That is literally the place you flex your shinies. Oh, stream's lagging? Rip, dude. Rip in pepperonis. Galactic just... that is a valid reason to leave the stream. Galactic's like, dude, I want to go listen to One Winged Angel, so yeah, see ya. See ya, homie. Sephiroth is calling. I've been there, though. There was this test that I was studying for in college. It was a programming languages and translators test. And while I was studying for it, I was listening to One Winged Angel on repeat. And then I went in and took the test while also listening to One Winged Angel. I put on One Winged Angel while I was taking the test. And I got 100% on that test. So what I'm trying to say is Sephiroth is OP. Gonna breed yourself a Meowth? Are you actually gonna do Persian, or are you gonna keep it a Meowth? I like that. I like that. That's pretty cool. I'm going to sell this Persian eventually and do that same thing. How can I get 100% on a test while listening to music? Well, I'm not going to say that it affected my performance particularly, but it might have had an impact. I'm not sure. People react, people can, some people can't focus when they're listening to music. They can only think about the music. And then there's also times when you can listen to the same song like 100 times and then you really like don't even listen to the song anymore even if you try. So like when you ask me a question like how can I get 100% on a test while listening to music? I don't know, I just did it. That's just what happened. I was listening to the same song. Is Payday physical or special? It's physical, I'm pretty sure. But the key was I was listening to the exact same song throughout my whole studying session, and then I also listened to the same song on repeat while I took the test. So that may or may not have had an effect. Not sure. I'm not a psychologist. So does that kind of link the studied stuff? Right. That's all I'm saying. Maybe. I don't know. But that was definitely the highest. Well, obviously was the highest I got out of any exam in that class. So it was one of the highest grades I ever got in college. 100%. You can't really get much higher. Seen a study on some students did the exact same thing with chewing gum instead of music. That is actually where I got the idea, because it was all about the flavor, right? I remember reading about that same study. So I used to try it in school, I used to buy a certain flavor of gum and try it, and I didn't really notice any effect for me. But then when I did it with music, it seemed to, I don't know. But I might have just been really good at that material, too. You don't know. Like, it doesn't necessarily correlate. So that's why it's kind of a wash to think about it. Because I'm not a psychologist. Am I allowed to listen to music? In college, yeah. Yeah, you can totally bring headphones, At least I could. I don't know what to tell you, man. I like every maybe not every teacher has that policy, but let me tell you a little bit about this teacher, okay? The professor that I had was he was a nerd. We were watching it. I was in college back when it was the very first run through of Twitch Plays Pokemon. So we were watching like Red and Blue Twitch Plays Pokemon like on our laptops before class started. And he came in and he saw that that's what we were watching, and he ran over to the computer and he's like, "Ooh, how far are they? How far are they? Oh, oh." And he was like more hype on it than anybody in the class. So he was kind of lax on the policy for you know, as long as you weren't cheating, clearly. He wasn't. It's not like you could sit on your phone and like look at it the whole time with your headphones, but you know, if you got your phone in your pocket, headphones on, who cares? Yeah, he was cool though. What if you made a recording? So okay, so let me explain to you how hard college, like, hey, what do you have a degree? Like, because okay, so most of my tests towards the second half of college let you bring a cheat sheet, right? And they let you bring. Okay, so after you get through your general electives, the material starts getting so hard that you get to make your own like reference sheet for like, let me write down all the information that I possibly can related to this subject, and hopefully that will make me proficient enough to answer the questions. Like, it gets real. So like having recordings of some information being regurgitated, unless I literally like snuck into his office and figured out all the answers and like stole the test's answer key and then recorded myself saying them, nothing I could have recorded would have helped. You just take a special class that's easy for you. I always tried to do the hardest stuff possible in school. So I was always in the accelerated program. I was always in the advanced, like, what do they call them now? A&P, AP classes. I took pre-calc as like a freshman in high school. Maybe not that much. Maybe it was a little bit later. It was early. Because there was you had to do geometry and stuff too. I forgot about that. It was right after geometry. I'm American? Yeah. What type of Smash player am I? I like to be aggressive. I like to play on the offense and try to see what they do to predict me, and then you know, it's like rock paper scissors in my head, and I like being the first one to throw something, so then I can see what they threw. And then I can just make, you know, because, like, what if my whole thing about fighting games is the best defense is a good offense, because, like, you know, what if your first opener just catches him slipping, just, like, on the off chance. Laugh about American schools. Oh, dude, the American education system is, dude, oh my gosh, it's a joke, dude. Like, it's bad. It's really bad. I have a bachelor's degree in computer science, and I still know for a fact, and I went to a very hard school, and I still, like, I still know where I'm at in the grand scheme of things. Yeah. No, American schooling is awful. But you do have the option to there is room to succeed within it. But man, they make it easy to just give up on your life. Oh yeah, I'm still in debt. Yep. Real life. Real life. I make really good money, and I am still in a ton of debt from my student loans. Oh, I'm out of paydays. I believe that. Depending on what you're majoring in, of course. You might be majoring in dog libraries for all I know. And I don't even mean libraries of dogs. I mean libraries for dogs. Europe and Japan is top tier. Yeah, where are you from exactly? I know, like, Sweden and Norway are insane. Japan, obviously, yeah, insane. UK is best in the world? I didn't realize that. I didn't realize UK was so good. From Belgium. Nice. Yeah. Have you seen the Austin Powers movies by chance? That's how we drink in Belgium. It's called the Belgian dip. That movie is so good. Just any of the that particular line is from the second Austin Powers movie. It's basically like a James Bond parody. But it's yeah. That's the best way to describe it. It's really funny. Have I killed a shiny Smeargle yet? I'm not paying that much attention. Let's hit level 100 on this Persian. I think I'm gonna do it. We're almost 97. And we're getting a little chunkies. I think it's gonna take 3 or 4 more trips, probably. So if this stream is just 5 trips of Smeargles, you know, they're all dead. 200 just a trail of bodies. 200 paydays to the face. How happy would I be if I got a shiny Smeargle with 2 IVs? I would sell it for $100 million. I'd be very happy. I'd be set, dude. That'd be the whole. That would literally allow me to like really try to start climbing ladder in this game. Because right now I only have one competitive team, and it's kind of a matter of, okay, everybody who's around my rating, it's just like I either have it or I don't, you know? I either have what I need to beat them or I don't. But if I had that Smeargle, it would let me get enough money to actually get like 10 to 15 more competitive Pokemon, and then I have options, right? And then it's just like, okay, I'm seeing a lot of Bisharp, right? Bisharp stacking Swords Dance, so let's bring some fighting type, some good fighting type. I could capture Mons with a shiny. You're right, I could. But I could also just... I wouldn't need to capture Mons anymore. I would just be rolling in dough, and I would just be on the GT, just the global trade. I would be looking for good deals. If I had that much money, I would just like find really cheap, really good Pokemon, use them, and then sell them for more later. Like, just find somebody who doesn't know the value of what he's got, beef it up, and then send it out. That's what I would do. So it wouldn't even be... I'd be making so much money doing that and with the berries that it would just be like... I'd be buying shinies at that point. It would just be faster. Using noobs, I see. Hey man, a very important corner of this game is figuring out the economy. That is the key deciding the key difference between this game and actual Pokemon. So if you're gonna be in the big leagues, you know, and it's like if somebody has a 4 IV, a 5 IV Pokemon, they should have figured that out. If you've gotten to the point where you can get a competitive Pokemon, you should probably know what you're sitting on. And if you don't, I'm going to take advantage of that. We're almost done with the mosquitoes, right? Bugs are almost done for the winter. Welcome in, Lord. Someone like gets a Dragonite and thinks it's worth a little because it's cool looking dragon, sells it for 100K. Like, so like, who, all right, how does this unknowing person, how does somebody who doesn't understand IVs run into a 6 IV Dragonite. Like, he would have to first get a Dratini, and Dratinis are super few and far between. And then the chances of that random Dratini being a 6 IV is astronomical, you know? You have a better chance of getting struck by Mars's lightning. You got a better chance of getting struck by lightning that is from the lightning bolt from the storm on Jupiter right now, you know? Yo, don't mess with what. Don't talk smack. That thing'll come over here. It'll catch you slipping. You right. I gotta watch myself. I should realize these things by now. I see you've called me out on all my mistakes. Yeah, you're right. I was just saying earlier, I'm like super tired because I messed up the timing on my berries and I had to get up in the middle of the night to make sure that they were good. And so yeah, I'm not thinking straight today. You're right. I should have all of those things. And I should probably... I was thinking about buying a Meowth, right? And what I want to do is sell this Persian and then buy the Meowth with that money, so I kind of what is it? Cover my loss a little bit. And I kind of, and for some reason I want this Persian to be level 100. So I'm just going to get the Persian to level 100 and then sell it and get the Meowth. But you're right, I should have like my Smeargle on me to catch this thing. Yes. That's fantastic. That's the best thing I've ever heard. You got your game on one screen and my game on the other full screen. It's just like, wait, which one's which? That's too good. If I see a shiny in the next 6 paydays, I'm just gonna throw a Master Ball at it. I got 3 of them. The odds that I'll run into a shiny that can escape the fight on 3 separate occasions, the odds of that happening is, you know, if that happens and I pay the price for it for wasting a Master Ball, I deserve to not have the shiny. Why am I going to use the Master Ball? Because it'll catch it. Yeah, exactly. I don't have anything that would do stuff. Everything one-shots it. Like, yeah, I could throw Ultra Balls until he gets in the ball. But I'm also doing RNG manipulation. See, this is universe RNG manipulation. If I say I have to use the Master Ball, the chances of me seeing a shiny Smeargle actually increase. Because then, because the universe wants to spite me and make me use my Master Ball. So this is universe RNG manipulation. It's not always effective, but you know, it never hurts to try. We're talking 1 in 27,000, all right? I got to pull out all the stops. Oh, if it breaks out of the Pokeball, of the Master Ball. Isn't there actually a really small chance in at least one of the Pokemon games for that to happen? Something... There's like a deep patch of neurons that for some reason remembers that. Ah, but Dwas, you haven't taken into account that I'm using your RNG, so like, so it's like I've seen all those too now, and I have donator status on. You see, it's universe RNG manipulation. That's why it's shiny guarantee today. See, clap your hands if you believe. In order to catch a Pokemon, the game performs 4 separate checks, right? Any situation where you ought to, there's actually a 1 in, which is, that's 2 to the 16th, I believe. That's based on, like, an overflow error, actually. This gives the Master Ball a 99... I knew it, dude. See, I'm good at Pokemon. I know some things. Yeah, let's see. 65,000 is 2 to the what's 2 to the 16th, right? So it's because they used, you know, some unsigned integer in their calculation, and to make sure the catch chance never overflows, it has to be, you have to have that one little wiggle room. So, yeah, that's actually an optimization carry on all the way from Red and Blue. Crazy that it still works like that. Shiny Legendary Master Ball fails. Dude, I want to say that when I was a kid, my Master Ball failed me. But I also could just be a dumb kid fabricating memories. But I want to say that's what obsessed me about it for a long time. I could be wrong, though. Not like anybody would ever know if I'm lying or not. I could have just said it happened. Oh, I forgot to bring a dude. Alright, again. See, this is my punishment. Universe RNG manipulation. I forgot to bring my catcher. Thank you very much, Dwas. I forgot to bring my catcher, so for the next 29 have heightened RNG to be a shiny because I have to use my Master Ball if I see it. Kind of nature would be great on Meowth. Adamant, Jolly, I want to say. Yeah, Adamant or Jolly would be the best. Really, you're trying to get him to level 100, and you're trying to make him kill as much stuff as he possibly can. So Adamant. When he's level 100, he's already going to outspeed everything you want to use him on. And you just have to make sure he one-shots with his low attack. So Adamant would be the best. I mean, it doesn't have to be level 100. You just need it high enough to one-shot things. Ideally. You're trying to get ahead of it. That's funny. Not used to having this much power. What's up, Heavy? Welcome in. It is nice being able to actually, like, because it's, you know, it's something I deal with on my end, too. I see somebody type something, and I already know for a fact that it's taken time to get to me, and then, like, I'll have a question about what they said, and then I'll have to wait for that. Then I'll have to wait for my question to come through on stream, and then, you know, it just adds up over time. Yes, exactly. My interactivity. Has reached unparalleled heights. Yeah, that one. That set of words in order. That's what I wanted to say. My day was pretty good. I'm sleepy. I guess I'm not sleepy yet. I'm just tired. I'm in a really, like, out of it, slap happy mindset where I I don't know what game I want to play tonight, but I want it to be a game that I don't normally play. And I want to just, like, try to play it badly. What do I think of Ark? Dude, I've been really, like thinking about this for a long time. I really want to get deep into a survival game like that. I have dabbled in Rust. I have dabbled in Ark. And when I say dabbled, I mean, like, dude, that actually might be a fun game to play. Now that you mention it, a survival game might be a good, because I'm just like, normally when I play the survival game, I'm like, okay, I have to optimize every single little thing right now, otherwise, because that's like how my brain works when I play video games, and normally they're, you know, really accommodating to that, but with a survival game, it's too much. So if I'm just like, if I kind of just am lax like this, might be a better time. And I feel like streaming survival games is another good thing to do too. I've been thinking about that lately too, because like, I need a game. I've been saying this for a minute now. I need a game that I can just, that I don't run out of stuff to do. I always game so fast that I run out of stuff to do. Like even now, I got my competitive team, and I'm doing competitive battles, but like the end, like I'm sort of seeing the end of the tunnel, you know. The only thing I can do now is make more Pokemon. I could do Battle Tower. I could do Battle Tower in this game. Now that I think about it, okay, I still totally have the Battle Tower available to me. So no, we still got room to breathe here for this game. But in the future, yeah. Played Ark for 3 years, haven't never got to the end game because you can always be wiped at any point. That's crazy, dude. So, okay, that always worried me because I was like, that always turned me off to doing it because I felt like if I was to start Ark right now and start trying to play, I would just get leveled by people with laser rifles. I beat Skyrim 6 times. I would just get leveled by people with laser rifles, and you know, stuff like that. Like what makes it possible for me to grow in an environment where everybody gets wiped. Yo. That's actually something. You have official and unofficial servers. Oh, okay. Okay. Interesting. Interesting. Because I've always thought about it. Design-wise, it seems unsustainable. It seems like once you got the big sharks going to the top, it would just bubble out anybody else from wanting to play. But official servers are from the game makers. All the tryhards are on there. Okay, and it's probably an example like I'm stating, right? You probably see the big sharks just bully everybody. Yeah, okay. Alright. Alright, it's starting to come together. I'm starting to understand. I will tell you one thing. When does 76 come out? When does Fallout 76 come out? Well, I could grind a lot if I was streaming it, right? That's no problem. But if I'm already so far behind, that's the issue. Oh, 14th of November? Are you serious? That interferes with Pokemon. I mean, I've played some grindy games. Play World of Warcraft. Play RuneScape. I haven't played Path of Exile, but I hear about the grind. Right. Yeah. Yeah, it's grind, but your progress can just... So, like, right. Right, I understand. Yep. Yep, and that's why I haven't played the game, because I didn't even realize there were unofficial servers, first of all. And I just, yeah, I just figured, you know, what's the point when they're already, everybody's already so far ahead. There's just no way I'm going to catch up. So... yeah. I think I'm going to start... I think my first... because I've played through... like... I've played through every Fallout game since 3. So I'm pretty decent at Fallout games. And I know it's not going to be the same thing, but I'm definitely going to play 76. Because that's a survival game. That's an Ark kind of style design on a AAA platform. You know, with your Bethesda backing. So we'll see how it goes. Fallout 76? You have not heard of Fallout 76? Have you heard of Fallout games in general? Fallout 3, Fallout New Vegas, Fallout 4? Yeah. So the new one coming out is a survival design. It's not the single player story anymore. It's like, I think it's like 12 to 20 people on a map, and it's survival. So I think I'm going to start there. Unfortunately, it comes out 2 days before Pokemon, so I think for that time, I'm just going to be streaming a lot. Just going to be playing those 2 games for like exclusively those 2 games for 2 weeks straight. It's going to be hard to get them both in. It's going to be playing them both a lot. I'm going to actually have to schedule time every night. 3 hours of Fallout, 3 hours of Pokemon. To IB Whisperer. Hey, there you go. There you go. Alright, let's bring Smeargle now. Doesn't matter what level Smeargle is, because the wild Smeargles can't fight, right? They can only sketch. So it doesn't matter that it's only level 41. We could even be doing a little bit of XP share stuff. Not sure how excited I am about that yet, because that cuts Persian's XP in half. But Persian's already 98. Almost, oh my gosh, halfway to 99. Yeah, we can do this. This is no big deal. Cutting this in half is fine. We've already gotten... Like, it'd be like another hour, probably. And Persian will be level 100. Smack and Smeargles! Speed, HP, and attack matter for Meowth. Yeah, pretty much. You gotta think about the use case, right? You gotta think about like what I'm doing right now is what you're going to be using the Meowth for. So in the environment where you use Meowth, it typically doesn't get hit. So even HP shouldn't matter. As long as he is of the, you know, a high enough level. Attack and speed should be the only two deciding factors. When you're one-shotting something, those are the only two stats that you use. That's definitely a noticeable difference on the on Persian's XP though. Definitely took a bigger hit than I thought it would. We'll see how it goes though. Smeargle leveled once. I want to take that into account, or I want to note that right now. So Smeargle levels again before Persian levels. Then we might be a little bit slow on Persian. Because it's a percentage, right? So it's like, if you have like a few Whismers, you probably have everything you need for that Meowth. It doesn't need to be, you know, fantastic. Just needs to be good enough. So like, I forgot where I was going with that. Never mind. I just want this Persian to hit 100 before the like within the hour. That'd be nice. That's my goal. To put it simply, I want Persian to hit 100 within the hour. Oh, I'm getting all... See, I don't need pickup. You only need attack and speed. Yep, that is correct. And you do need adamant nature. Obvi. I've never actually seen a Pokemon episode, like of the anime, with a Smeargle. What does he do with his tail? Does he actually, like, paint with it? Can he paint different colors than just green? I don't actually know how that thing fights. You found it not... No way. I like how it's actually a thing. Smeargle's level 43. So Smeargle would hit like 44 before this Persian levels. We're going to do... Okay, so that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to keep leveling the Smeargle until the Persian hits 99. And then I'm going to take the XP share off and let this Persian ride out the last level all on her own. kind of funny. Dude, I'm finding all kinds of things. I don't even need pickup. I am picking it up. Hello, Dev. Gabby Castle! Hit me with that sub on YouTube. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. I was going to tell you to make it female, but I didn't want to sound annoying. When I was saying about the nature, I was like, yeah, I should tell him that it needs to be a female Meowth, but I don't want to be that guy, you know? Like, obviously it needs to be female. I know. I told you the wrong thing. There was the 2 bits of information. I told you the nature instead of the gender. And I should have said the gender and not the nature. As soon as I said that, I knew. I had a feeling. I saw that coming for some reason. I saw it coming from a mile away. Vineeth! Welcome in. So now what you have to do is Everstone the Meowth with a random male Meowth. Oh, it still came out female. Nice. Lucky. Lucky, lucky. Yeah, let's hit 99 with the XP share on, and then we'll take it off for the last level. How is Maple Story 2? Did you play Maple Story 1? You never played 1? Oh, okay. So I guess I can't really ask. Do they say that it's different or similar or what? What is the general consensus on that game? Is it like a huge overhaul? Is it a strict upgrade? Yeah. Yeah, I did. I lowered the latency as low as it can possibly go. I figure Twitch gets low latency and YouTube gets max quality. I don't know if I've actually remembered to set the maximum quality on YouTube though. So I might be just... But you do got that. Yeah, there is that. That's not the right thing to talk to. You're not going to bother about the nature? It's 10%. I didn't do the nature of this one either. So picture this. What if it's like timid and you have to level up Meowth like 10 levels higher before it starts doing what you want it to do? What if it's minus attack? Like, with a 2 IV, you got some wiggle room, right? Because, like, worst case scenario, you buy a 1 IV male adamant. That wouldn't really work. Yeah. You would have to buy a 1 IV male adamant Meowth to fix it with an Everstone that. If you really wanted it, but you wouldn't. You don't even really need to. And the IV would have to match. It would have to be either attack or speed. And then you would breed that with your that one. Oh, you're making a 3. So HP as well. Nothing wrong with that. $99 Persian. What do you plan on using to level? Because those garbage cans are really good. The garbage bags are nuts. The trash hordes. Oh, that's what you need to do. There you go. No, you're on to something. You should just take the Meowth all through just all your bunch of trainer battles. Put an amulet coin on it and have it payday everything through all the trainer battles. Like just like go through the region and fight increasingly harder trainers and just have it level up from those fights. And make a bunch of money off of it. You'd get a bunch of money. Do you actually need to move to make... No. In PokeMMO, it's timer-based. So, I'm not sure how Flame Body affects the timer exactly, because it's a thing you toggle on and off. So I'm not sure if it makes the seconds tick by twice as fast or something. 25% off. So it makes the seconds tick by exactly... You know, 1.5 times faster or something. Or 1.25 times faster. Or it's 25% off, which means 50%, no. If you need 10 minutes, 7.5 instead. Right, but okay, so what if you're in the middle of that and then you flip to a flame body to your starting slot? It's not like it just jumps down to 7.5 right there. There's a function that it actually while flame body is enabled, something different is happening, and it's the same timer. It's not like they just gave you a different timer that was smaller. It just takes the amount of times you still need to do. So you're saying that there's a certain time where let's say it takes 10 minutes and you are at the 8-minute mark with your egg. You're saying I could just like flip my Magmar into the top slot and immediately the egg would hatch? That's how you're saying it works? That's what I mean. If you do 2 minutes without flame body, then put it on, it will do 25% of those remaining 8 minutes. Right. So when it's counting this off, it's got an internal timer that's keeping track of this. So, all right. So you're saying every time you enable and disable flame body, it recalculates the remaining time? If you're at 10 minutes, you put it on 25%, 8 minutes, ticking down, 2 minutes happens. So the only way that works is if it actually adds on to, it can't be I don't think it can be the remaining time. Thinking about actually like, because like what happens if every 1 minute somebody turns off flame body and then 10 seconds later turns, even 10 seconds, like, it sounds like over time it would actually like affect it in a way you don't want it to. But I can't. It's kind of weird. That does seem like it's the most reasonable though. 25% of those remaining 8 minutes. Well, so the way timers work in computers is it's just a, it's just a switch that's flipping a certain number of times per second, and basically the frequency of that is how you would like determine your time intervals, right? So if you have it such that your time interval is exactly at a second and that's ticking like that, you can do math to make that time interval happen at exactly every 0.75 seconds or whatever. And I'm wondering if it just makes it tick every 0.5 seconds now at that while flame body is enabled, or it actually recalculates. I don't think it actually matters in the long run. Well, you have the option in a computer to change either. Like, as a programmer, both of these options are available to you. So, it doesn't really matter what they did, but what you've said does sound logically sound. So, they probably did do that. I'm just you got to think about edge cases when you come up with. It is more simplistic because it is less. It's more specific to the problem, but it might, because like if it calculates 25% of 8 minutes, and it says now you have 25% of this 8 minutes left. And then you're like using this shortened time span, and then you take it off. Then Adam Firestarter, what's up, Danny? Hit me with that follow on Twitch. Thank you, sir. And then you take it off, and all of a sudden now you're in a bigger timer now. You just have to make sure there's not a time interval that somebody could keep alternating this. That would either shrink your total time or expand your total time. Because if you're just taking percentages and then reapplying again a percentage, that's a it has to. I think they just take a percentage of the original time. That way you're not inflating or deflating anything. Because if you take 20% of something, and then you take 20% of that, and then you put 80% of, then you add an additional 80% of what's left, and then another additional 80% of that, you're not back at your original value. Yes. That's just how percentages work. And that was the logic I was working through in my head. Like, how does it still feasibly hold for somebody who's just trying to manipulate it like that? And I can't in my head say yes or no. I think it's okay, but I think what they're actually doing is taking the percentage of the total time. So it's like you had it on for 6 minutes, or say you had it on for 6 minutes. You have 4 minutes left. I don't know. No, then it is that one case where you could just put it on and instantly snap the egg. So you just have to be careful when you do that calculation. You have to take into account, like, where you came from, I think. That's actually kind of a tough one. That's a pretty interesting puzzle. I would need to write some stuff down for that one. That'll be the tier 3 emote right there. We got the tier 2. That's the hard read. The tier 3 is Thinking Sinrin. Has no stat changes and it has pickup. All right. I'd take it. You already have max attack IV, so you're missing. You're missing. Probably 20 points from the nature. This thing's supposed to be fast. Oh, actually, no. Yeah. Yeah, probably 20-ish. How do you cancel and evolve? Press B while it's happening, or you can make it hold an Everstone. I don't know if you know that, but you also want it to be holding an amulet coin while you do your trainer leveling, so you're gonna have to trade that one off. So you can either make it hold an Everstone and then it'll never evolve, or you can just hit B while it is evolving, and it'll be like, "Do you want to cancel this?" And you say yes. You need XP share, yeah. So during that, yeah, you'll be canceling with B. Basically, while the animation's happening, spam both of your buttons like that. Just alternate them, and it'll cancel it. Actually, don't spam that. I don't know what happens if you hit A first to confirm it. I don't think it would actually skip the animation. And just be like, yep, there it is. You just evolved. Because, like, what if you fat thumb that and you just lose your Chansey or something? I think it's, yeah. It's B then. Need attack and speed alone. What, for EVs? Yeah. So the way EVs work is you can max out 2, and then it leaves you with 6 points to spare. So you get 510 points, but you can only put 252 of them into any specific stat. So that leaves you putting 252 in one, 252 in another, and then 6 somewhere else. So you're going to max out attack and speed, and then really those last 6 points don't matter, but if you want to be perfect, you put them in HP. I wouldn't worry about it for that, though. We're almost level 100. How many levels on the first horde of trash bags? Okay, so it's going to get 4K XP. Or you're splitting 4K, probably 2K XP. The growth rate on Meowth, I want to say, is pretty quick. So I'm going to guess level 11. Somewhere between 9 and 11. Actually, you know what? Let's just say 10. I'm going to guess 10. That's my guess. You guessed 12? Nice. Okay. Is it like Price is Right, where you got to be, if you go under or if you go over, you lose? Closest one wins. All right. Oh! Yeah, I think, well, he is, I think it is more likely, well, it's, I don't know, because it might be like 13 or something, the way Meowth is. But yeah, it is obviously increasingly less likely for it to be a higher number, right? It's definitely more likely that it's level 10 than level 90 from the first horde. I can't give you the exact distribution, but I think that's a safe assumption. Dude, server shut down in 4 minutes. Are you seeing this? You gotta hurry. That's it. That's the stream. They're kicking me off. Nice, dude. There was 2 numbers in my head that it could have been. 7 or 13. And that's why I said somewhere between 9 and 11. Because for some reason, 7 and 13 were the 2 numbers that that it could possibly be in my head. Nice. Oh man, I gotta check on my plants. The server's about to shut down and my plants are gonna die. I'm gonna forget about my plants. Minutes. Is payday the only important move? If you can't quite kill something, Fake Out is nice for just a little bit of extra damage. And Thief also doesn't hurt, but that's totally up to you. Depends on what you want to do with it. Definitely Payday is the one. Okay, I gotta water this before. Actually, wait. Do I wait? Hold on. Minor bug fix update. A lot of people are watering now. I know. It's like panic mode. Maybe I wait. I don't know. I don't think I have much. I think I can only wait like an hour on this. Oh my god. Let's just go. Let's just go. I'm going to get cut off in the last minute here. This is bad. 30 seconds, dude. I don't have enough time. Ah, my fruit! My plants! My plants! My berries! Ah! 10 seconds! I can only get one side done! 5 seconds! 3, 2, 1, no! I don't know how this is gonna go. You know? Alright, well, my fruit's in trouble. The whole point of today was Farmville Simulator 2018. It didn't go well, huh? I'll see you guys next time. Tell your friends.